everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice. Poetic justice. I told you that a flower.
I would say within 3 weeks, 2 weeks, no. After 2 weeks, like, bro, I was, I loved it. A couple of coaches, a couple of other fellow coaches who's been there for a while, and they were black, white, a couple Chinese, or a few Chinese coaches as well. And, they took me out, like, to dinner, and then they took me out to a club. Like, my first time going to, like, a club like that, it was crazy, bro. And, I wanted more. They a little older. They may be a few years older. But I wanted more. I was like, bro, this is lit. We don't work until, like, early afternoon, late afternoon during the weekdays. So it's like, I'm going, tomorrow night too. And they're just like, bro, pace yourself and everything. I'm just like, nah, I just left college. I just started doing parties and stuff like that. So I got a lot in me, So I go out, a couple times by myself, and I'm pretty good with friends. I don't mind going out by myself. But it's a trap. It's a trap. Definitely from one district to another. Shenzhen is such a big place. It's like 3 times the size of Chicago with 5 times as many people. So it's such a big place, So moving from one district to another district was just insane, But the taxis, I would say that the transportation, they have subway buses and taxis. You can literally walk outside for 2 minutes, a minute, and it'll be a taxi, like, just driving, like, oh, where you going, And yeah, it was just very convenient. So I do love the transportation. Definitely need that in America.
Back though too. Bruh.
Another question that I'm going to get is, do a lot of people speak English? Do a lot of people there speak English? People don't know, but I'm fluent in Mandarin.
Got him! Got him! Oh! Whoa! Whoa!
They have like 12 million people in the city, so they have people who, speak English, and then you have people who speak a little English, and people who can translate and things like that. And, I also have Google Translate, and, I picked up a little bit of Chinese, so it was definitely manageable. Like, I didn't really have a problem getting around or communicating with other people. So like I said, the parties, the clubs was amazing. Like, Chinese people know how to party on me. They really do. I'm not gonna lie, and they're very generous too. So like I said, I'm not a stranger to making friends. I don't mind going to a club and just like, hey, can I sit right here with you guys? And that's actually how I met some really good friends. One night I went to a club, and it's basically like this strip. It's a strip of different bars, clubs. It's crazy. I went there, and I was just like, where can I sit? I seen an empty booth, so I sit down at the empty booth, and before I know it, like a group of like 6 or 7 Chinese people, they come over, they say, choppy English, but they say, like, oh, can we sit down with you? And I'm like, I'm not sitting with nobody, that's cool. But their English wasn't the best, so I, after speaking to them for a little bit, they was buying drinks. They was like, hey, take a shot. I took like 2 shots, 3 shots, and it was just like, I'm good. I gotta go meet friends. But yeah, I couldn't stay with them the whole night. They didn't speak much English, so I went, across the bar. I saw this, group of, they looked black, so I was like, oh, like maybe they know English. Turns out they were actually from Fiji. Light skin complexion and stuff, but they were from Fiji. They spoke English, and they were like very nice, and they wound up being, some of my best friends there. Anytime I wanted to party or go out to the club or go to that district, they were really chill, really cool. So that was definitely, the first night that I, found friends. Because before that, I would say that it was kind of hard for me. Just because, like I said, the other coaches, they were a little older, they didn't want to party all the time and get out that much. They had their way of life already set in China. So, I was like, going through, I wouldn't say depression, but I was just like, dang, bro, like, I'm lonely. Like, I don't mind doing stuff about myself, but at the same time, it's like, to experience a whole nother culture with somebody else, or to have somebody to tell you like, hey, this is the best spot to eat. or this is the, you know, they did that every once in a while, but it wasn't as frequent as I wanted it to be because I didn't have nothing to do. It was work, home, you know, so I had to get out by myself. But as I was saying, before I met the people from Fiji, my friends from Fiji, you know, I would go out to the club and just chill by myself. And I was actually going through probably like a really hard time because one, it is a different culture. You know, that's like, I'm not saying, you know, like, oh, you know, I'm true to this. Like it was a little adjustment, definitely. But I think the biggest part was I was going through a breakup at the time, and then I'm in a whole nother country, so that adds on to that. And then I don't have family and friends really to talk to. You know, I try to talk to them when I can, but it's a whole, literally 12-hour difference, 14-hour difference. So it's kind of hard, you know, to keep up with each other. I did that when I could. Eventually, I got a call, or I was keeping in contact with a friend from the U.S. that I met in college, but he's actually from the Shanghai area, Hefei.
Is it good?
What the hell? Put your shirt down. Hey, 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 hey. He was just talking to me. He was like, hey, yeah, you know, like, you know, I'm back in China. You know, I left the U.S. and I'm back in China. And I'm actually coming to Shenzhen for a job. And I was like, bro, like, that's awesome. Like, because this is like one of my like closest friends. He's such a character. Like, you guys will see, like, we do it big. Like, me and him, like, he's so cool. Probably one of the hippest people, not even Chinese people. He's one of the hippest people I've ever met. Like, for real. So, you know, he let me know, he's like, oh, you know, I'm coming to Shenzhen for a job. You know, I was like, oh, that's perfect. You know, you can stay with me. You don't got to pay for a hotel, whatever. Like, I got a whole apartment to pay for. You know, just come down here and chill, you know. You know, we thinking like a week or whatever, you know, like he'll get the job and then, you know, move out or whatever. No, he didn't like the job, but, you know, he was already there. So he was like, you know, can I chill here for a few more days? I was like, sure, like, stay here as long as you want, bro. You know, a week turns into 2 weeks, turns into 3 weeks, turns into a month. Within that month and a half, actually, bro, we went out literally like 30 days straight at one point, and it was just like, it was so much fun. I'm not gonna lie, like, you know, I regretted some nights because, you know, my work schedule was basically 5 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. I would get home around 9:30, 10 o'clock, get dressed, and then he'll be like, hey, let's go to the party. Or I'd be like, hey, let's tee up tonight, you know, it's women's night at the club, like, let's go. You know, and yeah, we would leave and get there around 11 p.m. and wouldn't leave until like 6 a.m., 7 a.m. every night. And then I would sleep, wake up around 2 p.m., get some food, and then go to work. And that was Monday through Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like, it was crazy. It definitely, like, really fun, though. Like, I'm going to show you guys. Look. I don't know where I'm going to put it yet, but look somewhere. It's coming. Like, this is how much fun we had. This is what we did for a month straight, bro. Like, lit as hell. For real. Look. What time is it?
6:44.
6:44 in the morning. 4 in the morning. Again.
We leave at 8.
We leave at 8. No, we go back to Coco. Hell yeah.
Bro. Yeah, you know that.
Hell yeah.
You see my hand.
This nigga wanna see us here.
I get the drip, like the drip, happy flattest,
I like it. Oh, hold on, let me see. I get the drip from my walk. Hey, I get the drip from my walk. Hey, okay. Hey. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Nigga. This nigga's got his hair textured. Oh my god.
You like it?
I like it.
thing that I do is my first name. These folks chase bread. Oh damn, she got a bird brain. Ain't nothing but trilling me. Oh man, silly me. I just bought a crib, 3 stories. That
I gotta say that shit. Shit to the last short, take that good. I'm a high girl, so you know girl,
so let me know you wanna play. Hold on, come true. 20 minutes change coach. Boy, so we do shit when I say go. We say so. When I've been seeing my tape.
And also I gave her chain. She called me top shots, and yeah, I keep a few things. Champion sound, yeah, I got a
So like I said, I did go into China, not really expecting anything or not really, fearing anything because I was like, I'm expecting everything to be completely different. I'm not, going in there with any expectations.